If you're feeling a deep sense of dread that your rights and your well being, or the rights and well being of those you care about, are now in very real and immediate danger, instead of just the slowly festering danger like we've been used to, we have some great news from next week that should help to quell those fears. Rest assured, the Democratic Party is already hard at work finding their next moderate candidate and concocting another perfect set of uninspiring, spineless policies precisely designed to motivate only those hypothetical 30,000 people in Pennsylvania and secure that 0.1% margin of victory in the state, safely winning the presidency and putting a stop to that other guy in 2028, which is already shaping up to be the most important election of our lifetime. It's important to remember that for the most part, people vote not for the candidate they've been convinced can best improve their perceived condition and fix the problems they care about, but rather based on whether they've decided to be a good or an evil person. And obviously, there's nothing more you can offer or do about that, right? If you are still in line, maybe try to figure out what the holdup is at this point. It's important to vote, but a week is a long time to wait. So maybe try to gauge whether you've been moving at all, or ask somebody and make sure you're waiting for the right thing. We have a new boyfriend update to report from next week. If your boyfriend seems like he's spending more time than usual staring at his phone, and you're anxious, or even just curious about what he's doing on there, it's actually fine. He's just learning. Sources are telling us that it's going to be a huge week for boyfriends looking up and reading random Wikipedia articles, and here's an idea of the valuable knowledge that he'll be gaining. Obviously, the big one is a random professional athlete he just remembered. The main focus of his study here is going to be their college career, and, if applicable, the couple of paragraphs about their brief stint on a team he didn't remember them ever being on. We've also got weird animals that live on other continents, obscure bands that no longer exist. Oh, a surprise one that we're seeing quite a bit is extremely complicated math topics, particularly if he has no idea what any of the notations even mean. Like, we're talking the ones where they bring in colors and ridiculous dimensions. Don't ask him to recall or apply any of this. Bad news for bugs. Starting next week, you're going to need a permit to have 8 or more legs. No transition card today, just straight up, enough with all the legs. Put them away. I don't want to see them, and neither does anybody else. They're going to be cracking down hard on this, so unless you have a really good reason, just please stick to a normal number of legs. Researchers at Stanford University believe they have detected an anomalous increase in the gravitational forces of what are now known as PDAP particles, or particularly delicious apple pie. Further testing on these particles is still needed to definitively confirm the new theory and measure the increased strength of the forces, if the researchers are able to stop eating them. I think that's all the proof we need. I was watching some football, and the referees have started addressing me by name when making their penalty calls. I don't know if this is some new AI update from my streaming service that's supposed to get your attention, or if there's something I'm supposed to be doing that I don't know about. But yeah, look out for this next week.